Since I haven't done a favorites video in a while, I thought I would go ahead and film one of those today. To start off with, I've got two brushes that just really like pop out at me. I reach for them and I look for them in my brush collection. And one of them is the new Wayne Goss number 18 brush, which is a very similar shape to, I believe it's the MAC 217, except for this one is much softer than that one. I really like this one to blend up through the crease or kind of blend out my crease color. I kind of go like this because I mean, there's a crease in my eye, but I don't like have a socket bone to work on. I have to like kind of create a crease because there's so much skin right here. But that's what I kind of call it, I guess, is the crease above the crease, the fold. If you have hooded eyes, you know what I'm talking about. I usually dip into like the transition type shade and buff out the darker crease color with this brush, but I just love it. I think he recently started selling them individually as well, so I plan on picking up a few more of this particular brush because I really like it. So that's the Wayne Goss number 18 brush, and I did pick up both his face set, his new face set, and also his new eye set, and I had gotten a few questions about my thoughts on those brushes. They're amazing. They're really great. They're some of the softest brushes that I have in my collection, and they work really well. So I guess based off the shape of brushes that you prefer, I'd recommend any of the brushes in his line. So this is the MAC 125 SE. This one just came out with the Fruity Juicy collection, the summer collection from MAC. It is a double-sided brush where this side right here has got natural hair and then the other side is synthetic. I like to use this brush for bronzer. I just go right into the hollows of my cheek and just start buffing out, and it's because of the shape of it, and it's really soft on top of that. It just buffs out product really nice on the skin, and you have a nice amount of control with it. Sometimes I find when I use a larger bronzing brush that it can drag my bronzer a little bit lower, like on my jawline, than I would like it. So I find myself looking for this brush. I have a couple that are in use, like bronzer type brushes, but this is the one I'm like, where is that MAC brush at? So I really like this guy right here, and I don't know if this is part of the permanent range or not, like just the 125, because every time that I've purchased this particular brush, I've got 3 of them. They've come out in a summer collection, I believe it is. So this is the MAC 125 SE brush. I have a couple skincare products as well. This first one is from Tata Harper, which is an all-natural skincare range. And this is the Clarifying Spot Solution for blemish-prone skin. It's 0.33 fluid ounces. I think this was like $24 if I'm not mistaken. This is my second tube of this. And this is a newer product to the Tata Harper line. She also has a clarifying moisturizer out too. I have that. It's a little bit too drying for my skin, so I like to mix it because I like the ingredients in it for blemishes, but that's besides the point. This guy here, again, this is my second tube. This is one of the best spot treatments that I have tried, like, ever. I've always been one who's had a bottle of like 10% benzoyl peroxide laying around, and benzoyl peroxide is pretty harsh, but even though I still find that benzoyl peroxide doesn't really work on like newer blemishes that are forming, I feel like it works, like a benzoyl works best when it's a blemish that's going to start to go away because you need it to dry out. This here, I feel like it takes a new blemish and it speeds up the process of like bringing it to up, like, this sounds kind of rough, but my cats are raising pure heck. They're distracting. But I feel like it brings it to the surface of the skin faster, but also like heals the area. And I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not like a product to put all over your face, but if you get a blemish here and there, this is a really good treatment. And it's all natural. I will say that when I put it on my skin, I can feel a slight, an ever so slightly burning sensation, but it does go away. And another thing that I noticed about it is because I use it at night, is when I wake up, it's still on my skin. Like the white cream that I put on over the spot is still there. Normally if I were to use a benzoyl peroxide, or I've used several different types of spot solutions, they're always off my face by the time I wake up. This kind of stays put, so that's kind of nice. My skin is generally pretty decent, but I do get the occasional spots and stuff, but then this guy just works so well for me. So again, that's the Tata Harper Clarifying Spot Solution, and that's my second tube. And then next up, I've kind of fallen back in love with the Ulta Brow Tint in the light version. This is kind of like a more affordable option for the Benefit Gimme Brow, except for this doesn't break my eyebrows out like the Benefit one does. The packaging is very similar and the wand is very similar. It's just a little tiny wand there. And also I like the shade of this. This is the shade Blonde. It's kind of got a cooler tone to it. These cats are trying to break in my room, and if I let them in here, they're gonna start tearing up the things on the floor. What do I do? total distraction. So I just went and opened the door to let them in because they keep on like clawing, making noises, and now you can hear the air conditioner, and I'm kind of falling apart here. But so I opened the door back up, and I just noticed that MAC lipstick that I was looking for in my haul from my last video from the Steve J and Noni P. Yeah, it's laying on the floor behind the door. So the kitties somehow knocked it off of something and started playing with it, which they've been doing with like everything. I even found some lipsticks underneath the rug. So let me swatch it for you guys since I didn't get to do it in the last video, and I was actually thinking about this when I wanted to film this favorites video because I like this lipstick. So this is Spotlight Me, again from the Steve J Noni P matte collection. It's a peachy color. It's kind of similar to what I have on right now, and I have this one on because I really like this lipstick as well, but I couldn't find this one, and the other one is a similar shade, but this is totally besides the point. I'm really getting off track. So this is the Spotlight Me, and it's an amplified cream, and I love this lipstick, so I'm glad the kitties were trying to break in because I would have never seen it in the corner on the floor behind the door. Anyway, you guys have heard me mention this several times before, but it's the Ulta Brow Tint. And it's really good at shaping the brows and also depositing pigment individually on the hairs. I do like to wear this alone sometimes. I just comb it through my eyebrows and it shapes them, kind of spikes them up a little bit and gives them some definition. And then I like to also buy it when it's buy two get two free from Ulta brand. You can get this for like $2 or something when you like do the math with it, but it's a really good product. The other skincare product that I have is by a brand called French Girl. And this is the facial polish in the Neroli version. This is what it looks like. That's how much I've used. I got this when I was down in California at Anthropologie. Anthropologie sells French Girl products. This does what it says it does. It's a facial polish. I wouldn't use this more than once or twice a week. It's the real deal. You want to pour some in your hand, put a bit of water in it, and kind of form a slight paste, and then very gently rub it over the skin. You don't want to like over scrub with this stuff because it's not abrasive to the skin. If it was abrasive, I wouldn't use it. That's kind of not the right term, but it does the job. On the level from like low to high, it's on the high end of the spectrum in terms of physical exfoliants. But again, I feel like it polishes. It doesn't scrub. You just want to be gentle with it. But I like to use this after I use something like the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial, or something that breaks up the dead skin cells. I use this to kind of polish those off my face after I use something like that, and it kind of resets my skin. Again, I don't use it more than once or twice a week, but it's a really nice facial polish. And I'm someone who has sensitive skin, and it works great for my skin type, but it does depend on how hard you push on your skin with this type of a product. So just really gentle, you know, exfoliating motions, and it really exfoliates dead skin. Your face is like so soft, but I really like it. It smells really good too, and it's on those same natural skincare type of brands. Yeah, it really smells good as well. And now that since I got it in California and I started using it when I was down there, like when I smell it, it just reminds me of when I was down in California. Hopefully some of these things aren't like a broken record. But my favorite perfume in the summertime is the Prada Candy Kiss. This is my new bottle. Like, I finished up the old bottle maybe, well, I suppose it's been about a month now, but I just use this and use this and use this. It's so fresh, and it's got a sweet, is it citrusy? It's got a sweet, fruity-ish candy type of smell, and I just love it. So it's not cheap by any means, so I should probably slow my roll, but I use this like almost every single day, especially during the summertime. I'm still obsessed with Gypsy Water, like really obsessed with Gypsy Water, but it doesn't last on my skin very long. And I have that big bottle of the Gypsy Water cologne. It's like a 6-point-some ounce bottle. I've got like this much of it, but I use it before I go to bed at nighttime, kind of as a body spray, and every time I spray it, I'm like, it just puts me at ease before I go to sleep. But this is the Prada Candy Kiss, and I really love this fragrance. It's one of my favorites for the summertime. It's one of my favorites for probably actually all the time too. So, and then a product that I kind of forgot about, in a couple weeks I reached for it, and I was like, geez, why haven't I been using this more? This is the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Double Gleam. Remember, they came out with like 6 different shades. This is the one that looks like a champagne in the pan, and it kind of looks like it's going to be a little bit more yellow when you just look at it, but it goes on the skin with a bit of a cooler, really light champagne, and I've been using it a ton. I really like this highlighter. So that's double Gleam. Of course, conveniently enough, I don't have like half the products, not even. I don't have a lot of these products on my face right now because I was trying out new products when I was getting ready this morning. The MAC and Extra Dimension highlighters are amazing all around. They're that baked jelly type of formula, but I was just happy enough that they came out with one that was light enough for my super fair skin. But they have different colors that'll look beautiful on all different skin tones, and it's a great formula. So, and two more products that I mentioned in my haul video, which was my last video, but I can't stop wearing these things. I just cannot stop. So the first one is the new Ciate blush in Summer Love. Packaging is super duper cute. I got two more of these blushes, but this is the one I've been wearing a ton. It's a really pretty peachy pink. After I was done with that video and I was editing it like that, I kind of noticed, and there's two other shades in this range that I don't have that might suit a deeper skin tone, but a lot of these are really, really pale colors. And then even though I'm showing one shade, I love this entire range of products. These are the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow shadows, and I just ordered the new, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a brighter red shade. The one I'm going to show you is in a Frenzy. It says it's spelled like F-I-R-E-N-Z-E, but in a Frenzy. I've been wearing this nonstop. It is one of the glitter shadows, and I love these things. I love to tap these over red eyeshadows, which I should have probably put it on my eyeshadows today, but I wanted to see what this palette that I used looked like by itself. But these are just amazing. I've had a couple people in the comments section ask me if I put this on before or after eyeliner. I do it before eyeliner, but after I'm done with all of like my blending and stuff like that, so I don't like blend over the product, because I think you'll get fallout that way. But I also kind of put it in the crease area because my eyes are like, for some reason, I think it's allergies, like my eyes puff up on top instead of underneath. Like the hood of my eye has been really, really heavy lately. So I pat it kind of right through here, kind of in the crease and where that fold comes through. I don't really pat the glitter liner where I know I'm going to be putting eyeliner anyway. So that's just kind of how I do it. But I do use this after I'm done with all the powder eyeshadow and before I do my eyeliner. And then the other lip product that I was referring to earlier, this is the Clinique Pop Lip Color and Primer in number 5 Melon Pop. I love this entire line of lipsticks from Clinique. I have quite a few of them. I have 2 beige pops and I've worn one down to like the nubbins. They're just really comfortable, nice lipsticks. Like it almost looks like I have a gloss on, but I don't. I just have this lipstick on. But I was looking for that MAC lipstick because I wanted to wear it, because I like to wear that again with Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in Pink Venus, and I couldn't find that MAC lipstick, so I busted out this guy. It's what's on my lips today, again with Charlotte Tilbury's Pink Venus. So let me swatch it. I'll swatch it next to that MAC lipstick as well, so you guys can kind of see this similarity in color. So there's Melon Pop, and then there is Spotlight Me from that MAC collection. Spotlight Me's got a little bit more pigmentation. It's ever so slightly darker, but they're pretty close, and they both look great with that Pink Venus lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. Kitty! I need to like get this show on the road, man. Like the animals are demanding. I need to go riding. I'm melting. It's supposed to be in like, I think 90s and the hundreds for like over a week straight. So hot. Anyway, on with the favorites. And you guys heard me talk about this a couple times already too, but I really love this bronzer. It's the new Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Maui Nights. It's the one that makes you look sunburnt, and I love it. I love the bronzers that make me look like I just walked out of the sun. I don't tan worth a darn. I burn, so it almost kind of is natural on my skin tone to have a bronzer that looks, you know, like I just walked out of the sun. But I love this. And the entire range of bronzers, I have another one as well. They blend out beautifully on the skin, and they're really pigmented, and they just look really pretty. But this is my favorite one in Maui Nights, the one that makes you look sunburnt, and the packaging is super pretty on these guys. Another blush that I can't get enough of is the Benefit California blush, and I only have it in this palette, this Cheek Parade palette from Benefit, which I did set off to the side because it's kind of big and bulky, so I forgot about it for a couple weeks, but I was like, where is that blush? And it was here, it was in a palette off to the side. Anyway, point being, I really want to get this, and they have a mini version now. It's like $15 for the smaller version. I think I might go with that route, but I kind of want this individually so that I can have it like kind of closer in my blush collection in front of me and I don't forget about it. But I really, really love this blush. It is like the perfect summer blush. It goes great. This video though, right? There went my whole palette. Literally falling apart, man. Anyway, that's California. Again, it's a baked jelly type of a blush. It is the prettiest peachy pink color. I just love it. And now that this just kind of happened, I probably am just going to go ahead and either buy that little one or buy the full size individually, because this is ridiculous. There's a range of setting powders from Givenchy that I've just been loving, and I've had these particular two for quite a while, and it must have been maybe 2 or 3 months ago that I just busted them out and started really using them, and they are beautiful setting powders. I use them over the Dr. Jart BB SPF 45 Beauty Balm. The first one is number 1, Mousseline Pastel, and this is the one that is a matte version, and it does really cancel out any redness in my face, but it sets, and it's such a thin powder, like it doesn't look cakey on the skin at all. It just feels really nice. These do have a scent to them, or like a powdery type of fragrance. It doesn't bother me, and it doesn't like last on my skin at all. And then my camera overheated and shut off. I'm telling you, this video is just like not wanting to happen today, but I'm gonna make it happen. Anyway, I was talking about this Yvonne Chi Powder. So the number 1 shade is a matte shade. The other shade that I have is a number 7 Voile Rose. This has got a sheen to it. There's itty bitty, like super fine, really pretty pearly finish to it. It looks beautiful on the skin. My only deal is I think that one of the shades in here, which would be the white, I think the white is ever so slightly more finely milled than the rest of the quadrants, which the whole powder is really finely milled, but for some reason when I go to tip the powder out, the white seems to be the one that's like almost gone, and there's a whole bunch of the pink left. And I mean, I turn it all kinds of different ways and stuff like that, but I don't like the fact that it doesn't come out evenly, because at some point when I'm wanting to use it up, I'm going to be left with just the pink, and I know that's going to add more pink to my skin, and I'm already pink already, like pretty pink. But the powder itself is really, really stunning. I'm going to show you guys what this guy looks like. It looks so pretty on the skin. If you have really oily skin, I would opt for the matte version of this particular Givenchy Prism powder, because this definitely has a sheen to it. But I really love it over the Dr. Jart BB cream. It just makes my skin look really fresh and healthy. I've got the Jouer Skinny Dip Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadow Palette. This thing is awesome. I feel like it's a less messy version of like the really shiny shadows from Natasha Denona. I really like those too, but these here I don't have a ton of fallout with them, and they just are really super shiny. Here are what the shades look like. The one shade in here that is, I feel like it doesn't follow suit exactly with the formula of the other shades, is Bikini. You have to kind of pick up and pat that one on a bit more to get that high shine than you do with the other shades, but it feels just a little bit chunkier, I guess I would say. Let me swatch a couple of them. It is just a really pretty palette, man, for the lids and the super shininess. So that's the Skinny Dip palette from Jouer, and I've been reaching for this guy a ton. In addition to, and I'm only bringing this up again because I know it's like a broken record to you guys by now because I bring it up so much, but I'm mentioning it because it's going to be coming out, I think, permanently, or at least re-released again in August, which initially it was a limited edition palette. But this is the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow palette. I'm really excited for the brand Colored Rain to come out with more like palettes. This is stunning. I did purchase their bundle of single shadows as well, and I have those it's in their Colored Rain palette, yeah, because I purchased that, and those shadows follow suit with these. They're beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows. The brand in general makes some stunning shadow products. So it's coming out again in August is what the email had said. So if you missed out, you don't have to worry because it's coming back, which I'm pretty excited about because it's awesome. And then lastly, some shadows that I forgot about for a hot minute. These are my Makeup Forever matte eyeshadows, and I started reaching for them again a couple weeks ago because, again, I just had spaced them out, and these things are beautiful. These are some of the best matte eyeshadows that I've tried. They're super pigmented, they blend really, really well, they're just awesome, and they're matte. There's no like satinness to these shadows. They are a matte eyeshadow, so you can see, you know, they're well loved. This particular shade, I think, is my most used shade. It's M822. It's like a burgundy brown shade, but let me swatch a couple. The Makeup Forever mattes are balm.com. That phrase is so overused, I apologize. One of the great things about these two, not only are they amazing shadows, but you can buy them individually, so you can kind of build your own matte eyeshadow palette with the shades that you use the most. So I just love it. I have a video. It's an okay video. I'm not nuts about, like, I look back on it and I'm not crazy about it. But I tried at the time. I did do a swatch video on all of my Makeup Forever eyeshadows, and I'll link it down below if you're interested to see the swatches of some of the shadows. But the Makeup Forever mattes they're really amazing. And now I have my mom texting me and I gotta get out the door. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a safe and happy 4th of July. I'm gonna try to film a video before the actual 4th, which is on Tuesday, but this is like 4th of July weekend, so I hope you guys have a good weekend. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen. I'll see you guys later. Bye.